Join me on a day in the life of appointments. We have an infusion today as well as a neurology appointment, which is going to be an interesting appointment today. More on that later. So follow along as we go to a few appointments. Welcome to an infusion day with me. So we just started my infusion. I'm absolutely exhausted already, and this bag has just started, so we'll see how I'm doing in about a half hour to 45 minutes. Things are going well. My vein hasn't collapsed, which does happen quite often on days like today, and so things are good. So hopefully things progress well. I have had situations where my vein has collapsed halfway through an infusion before, so we're hoping that things just keep going well. My infusion progresses properly. About halfway through my infusion is where things start really feeling, where the infusion really starts taking hold of my body. So we'll give you an update when we get that far.
A few moments later.
So we're about 45 minutes into my infusion, and this is where things get kind of fun. So at this point, we're still in kind of phase 1 of my infusion. We're still dripping super slow, which means that I'm only getting liquid in very, very slowly because I get about 10 vials of my Inflectra. So Inflectra is the medication that I get. And so it's still dripping into my veins really slowly, which means that things are kind of slow. But because of that, I'm getting a lot more fluid. So I'm kind of getting cold at this point because I've been just getting your standard saline in for about 2 hours at this point. I get very cold very quickly.
The Iceman cometh.
Which is why I've got my handy dandy coffee with me. We've been at this for almost 2 hours now, so I'm kind of getting bored, which is why the laptop's out, hanging out, chilling out. Luke's with me today, so thankfully I've got my handy dandy partner chilling with me.
Hello there.
But, we've got another probably a good hour and a half to go. We'll keep you guys posted as things progress, but we are about to hit speed 2 in just a little bit, and that's when the real fun starts. Watching some good Mythical More, trying to pass the time, and it just keeps dripping. Bag's almost done. I'm getting tired. Vein, well, we had a bit of a glitch just a few minutes ago. But otherwise, she's staying strong today. Very glad. We're almost done. I'm very glad I will be without a needle so I can finally go to the bathroom. And then, we'll be getting out of here very shortly. Hopefully it will cooperate. Sorry, it is slowing down, so I'm just watching it, making sure it's still working. The nurse will be in very shortly to make sure that every drop of my medication gets in, and then we'll be good to go. This is kind of the annoying part of appointments stacked during the day. I'm already quite tired, and typically after infusions, I go straight home and straight to bed, and unfortunately it is 12:30 and I have a 2 o'clock appointment across the city, which means we have about an hour to kill. Going to pick up a quick bite to eat and then head to that side of the city and probably hit a Dollarama because we have to grab a few things, and other than that, we'll waste some time before my neurology appointment. But infusion is done and neuro is next. I have arrived to appointment number 2, the Grace Hospital, which, if you didn't know, has received a bunch of new funding to get a new intensive care unit, which is very, very interesting. Yes, we are parking in here.
There's nowhere to park.
Oh dear goodness. Well, we're done at neurology, and quite frankly, I'm just a little fired up. It's one of those things when you go to a specialist, and quite honestly, neurology is a specialist that just frustrates me. They are so high on the chain of specialists, and there's just not many of them. And they lose this sense of bedside manner, and they just drive me nuts. When words like placebo get used when we're talking about my brain, and things like mental health, are you currently under the care of a psychiatrist? I don't disagree with the fact that, you know, everyone should be under the care and dealing with mental health issues and being supported through mental health care all the time, quite frankly, and that our healthcare system should support that. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here because I have headaches and migraines and have a seizure disorder that you quite frankly still don't believe. And it's one of those things when you just constantly get dismissed by neurologists on these facts. With all that being said and all that negativity, it's not all bad. He is a great neurologist. Out of all the neurologists I've had, he is by far the best. He is very intelligent, and as much as his bedside manners could use a little bit of help, he does truly listen to me and takes my thoughts and my wants for care very seriously. And so we are going to be doing a really interesting EEG, which I cannot wait to shoot and edit and put together for you guys. It's going to be months from now, so don't be waiting, because it's going to be some time, because it's a long wait list. But we'll be actually taking an EEG home with us, and I will have an EEG set up on me for actually probably a few days to see whether or not we can actually get a seizure recorded on an EEG machine on me at home, which I think is really exciting and scary at the same time. I don't really know what that's going to look like or what the process is going to be, but we have been put on the wait list, and I can't wait to get more information on that as it comes to fruition. And we're going to be making a few changes to my medications in hopes to get some of my headaches and some of my pain under control. We're also looking at some different medications and working with my gastro and my family doctor and having all three of them really have a chat, because quite honestly, they have been working great together these last couple months, quite frankly this last year, and we're hoping that they can all kind of connect and talk and see whether or not we can all get back on the same page. With my disability coming up and a big review coming up at the end of this year, we really got to make sure that we're all trying to work together to try and get my pain better managed, because my back pain and these headaches and stuff have just been kind of getting out of control. So hopefully over the next couple months, my neurologist and my gastro, quite frankly, both of them really need to talk, and they're in the same office. So hopefully that'll get to happen very soon and we can start moving in the right direction. So appointments are done for the day. We're on our way home so I can finally get a good nap in. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. It's time for a nap. We'll see you guys in the next one, and don't forget to slow your roll. Like this one? Check out this one next.